So children, flower attracts insects like bees and butterflies. This statement is true. As in the previous video, I have read out this statement. So, this statement is true. Okay? Why it is true? As I have told in previous videos that flower is one of the attractive, beautiful and colorful parts of a plant. Okay? And it is so attractive that insects like bees and butterflies come to the flower for taking nectar. Okay? The flower, since it is very attractive, it attracts insects like bees and butterflies. So this statement is true. Okay children? This statement is very common. Means it is, you have seen this statement in fill in the blanks also, you have seen this in match the following also. So this is one of the easy one. Okay? Now coming to the fourth one. Over time, young plant grows into adult plant. This statement is also true. Why it is true? Because what they are saying here, over time means with passage of time, after some time, in a period of time, when this young plant, when it is growing, it will grow into adult plant, and this is true. This statement is given in the very first page of your chapter. The last line of the first paragraph, it is given that young plant over the time grows into adult plant. It is like when you were small, you were baby. Okay? When you were baby, now you've grown this much big. So after some years, you will become adult. Similarly, with the plant also, after some passage of time or over time, young plant will grow into adult plant. So this statement is true. Okay? Now, fifth one is sprout is a small root that grows downward during seed germination. This is false. You know children why this is false? Because they are saying that in this statement it is said that sprout is a small root. No. What is sprout? Here something is wrong. Sprout is a small shoot and it grows upward, breaking the surface. It is a shoot. In the very first page, in the third line or the fourth line, the word sprout is given, where they are saying that sprout is a small shoot and shoot always grows upward. But in this statement, they are saying that sprout is a small root that grows downward during seed germination. Seed germination, as you know, seed germination means when seed is growing, in the growing stage. Okay, so this statement is false. Remember, sprout is a small shoot, not a root. Okay, now I will show you where this statement is given, so that you can revise and come to know from which part of the chapter I have given this statement. Children, in your book, in the first page, you can see this line. As I told you, the fourth line in the first para, this is sprout. You must know its spelling also correctly. See its spelling carefully, okay? S-P-R-O-U-T, sprout. You know about this. Even your mother also might be making this sprout and giving you. It is a very nutritious. It is a shoot. Let's read about this. When a seed germinates, a small root begins to grow downwards and a shoot grows upwards, breaking the surface of the ground, and is called a sprout. Understood? They are saying that when a seed germinates, small root begins to grow downward. But they are not saying that this is called sprout. What they are saying? And see here this and after that there is written a shoot grows upwards, breaking the surface. See, this is growing upwards. This is growing upwards. This is called shoot. Okay, and this is called sprout. This is sprout. I hope you know it is clear to you what is a sprout. And in the fourth statement of true and false, they have given about young plant. See about young plant. This is given about young plant. Okay, this is the statement. Over time, the young plant grows into an adult plant. Okay, this is the statement of the fourth one. Remember about sprout, you should also know that the sprout uses water and nutrients from the soil along with sunlight and air to grow and change into a seedling. See, when this is sprout looks like this. When they grow, they become a seedling, and after seedling, they become a young adult plant. Okay, so you come to know about sprout. Sprout is a very important word, and you should know about this. Only few lines are given about it, and you must know about this. Okay, children? Now we have finished with our true and false. Now we will do some new words, okay, which are very important from the chapter, and you should know them. You should know the spellings, as you have to proceed with those spellings in your higher classes. It will be helpful to you. So let's move on to some new words. So children, these are the new words of chapter 6. These are some important terms, or you can say little difficult spelling, or the words which are little new to you. So these are in the form of new words. Okay, I will tell you about each word and where it is given in chapter and why you need to learn this word, all these words. Okay, so let's start. Your first word is life cycle. Okay, the spelling is LIFE, life, CYCLE, cycle. What is this? Life cycle. Where is this word given? Life cycle is the first word of your chapter. Means as you begin the chapter, the first word is life cycle. Life cycle means life cycle. They here in chapter life cycle they told that life cycle of a plant begins from the time the seed, when it is put into the ground, and when seed changes into sprout, sprout changes into seedling, seedling changes into young adult plant. This full process is known as life cycle. In this chapter we are studying about life cycle of a plant. Okay, so there the word life cycle arises. Okay, now second word is germinate. What it is? Germinate. The spelling is GERMINATE. Germinate. Where is the word germinate given? In the second line. What they have written about germinates? They have told that when a seed germinates, a small root grows below the ground. Okay, and a shoot grows upwards, breaking the surface of the ground, which is called sprout. So means when seed germinates, then there is a root arising downward, shoot arising upward. So that process is known as germinate. Germinate means The process when the seeds start growing into adult plant or young adult plant means germination. How can you see germination? There is a clear picture in your book in the first page where they have shown that how seed germinates to sprout, sprout germinates to seedling, seedling germinating to young adult plant. So there the word germinate comes, and you have to write, and you should be aware of this word because this is a scientific term, and this word will help you to score good marks in higher classes as well as in this class also. Okay, so this word is germinate. Now moving on to the third one. Third word is downwards. Okay, spelling is DOWNWARDS, downwards. Where is this word downwards linked with? Downward word is linked with root. How it is linked? In the second line, they have told that when a seed germinates, root begins to grow downwards. So this downward word is written or given for the root because root grows downwards. Okay, so this word downwards goes with root. Now fourth and the very important word is sprout. The spelling is SPROUT, sprout. This word, as I have told you earlier, that this is important word, and this its meaning is that it is a young shoot which grows above the ground. Okay. Now the fifth word is nutrients. Okay, what it is? Nutrients. As you know, you require nutrients, animal require nutrients. Similarly, plants also require nutrients. Okay, so the spelling is NUTRIENTS, nutrients. This word is given that about this they have given that nutrients is important as it is required by the sprout in the presence of water to grow into a young plant which will eventually grow into an adult plant. So sprouts need nutrients and water. There this word is nutrients. Okay, make sure you know the spelling nutrients. Now moving on to the sixth word, seedling. What it is? Seedling. SEEDLING, seedling. Where is this word seedling given? When they are saying that the sprout uses water and nutrients from the soil along with sunlight, okay, and air to grow, and then that thing will change into a seedling. Okay, as I have shown you and explained you earlier, seed changes into sprout, then sprout changes into a seedling which is capable to become a young adult plant which will further give you flowers, fruits, okay, and leaves they will then give you. So seedling word comes there. Now moving on to the seventh word, young plant. Spelling is YOUNG, young, PLANT, plant, young plant. Where the word young plant is given? In the first page only young plant is given, that when a seedling changes or when a seedling germinates, it changes into young plant. There this word in the first para and the second last line only young plant is given. Okay, young plant word. Now the eighth word, pollination. Spelling is POLLINATION, pollination. Where is this word pollination given? This word pollination is given when they told us, or when we read in the book, that the adult plant reproduces through pollination. This word is very important as you will learn the further processes and further how pollination takes place in flowers or in one plant to another and vice versa. So you must know what the word pollination is and the correct spelling of it. In this class, only pollination they have told that the adult plant does reproduction through pollination. Okay. Now ninth word. Ninth word is nourishes. Okay. Where the word nourishes is given? Nourishes is given when we read in the third paragraph that the fruit protects and nourishes the seeds after it ripens. Okay, so that the seeds can start the life cycle all over again. That means fruit nourishes the seeds. So nourishes means fruit provides nourishment or nutrients to the seeds so that they can continue the life cycle over again. Okay, so their nourishes is given. Now the 10th word is lamina. Where you have read lamina? When they said that the flat structure of a leaf is known as lamina or leaf blade. Okay, learn the correct spelling of lamina. Lamina can be known as leaf blade also, but lamina is scientific word. So you must be thorough or you must be knowing this term very properly. Learn its spelling correctly. Okay, spelling is Lamina, lamina. Okay, the same thing is leaf blade. In simple words we can say leaf blade. So the spelling is Leaf, leaf, Blade, blade. Okay. Now the 12th word is photosynthesis. This photosynthesis word is very important. As you know, plants make their own food. But how they make their own food? There must be some process or there must be some way how they make their own food. That way or that process through which plants make their own food is in the presence of sunlight, air, water, and gases like CO2 and O2 which is present in air only. That process is known as photosynthesis. Learn its spelling very correctly as you will learn in detail how photosynthesis works in plant. Okay, so the spelling is photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. Okay. Now the 13th word is stomata. What are stomata? Stomata are the tiny pores in a leaf which opens for the exchange of gases like CO2 and O2. So these are tiny pores of a leaf. You must know this word. So this spelling is Stomata, stomata. Now 14th word. What 14th word is? Chloroplast. What is chloroplast? Chloroplasts are small disc-like structures which help in the process of photosynthesis that takes place inside chloroplast. Okay, and these chloroplasts are present in the leaves. These are small disc-like structures. Okay, and this word is given in the ending of your chapter. Chloroplast. The spelling is CHLOROPLAST. Chloroplast. Okay. Now 15th word is chlorophyll. What is chlorophyll? As you know that leaves or plants are green in color. So that green pigment, leaves are green because they have the green pigment which is known as chlorophyll. Okay. So chlorophyll spelling is CHLOROPHYLL. Chlorophyll. Okay. And now the 16th word is juicy. Where the word juicy is given? Word juicy is given in the chapter, just in the ending. The last paragraph of your chapter is juicy, in which in the last paragraph they have told about cactus. They said that some plants like cactus can survive even in dry regions because they can store their food for months, in which in their thick juicy stem. So the word juicy is being used for the stem, which is being thick and very juicy. Juicy means they contain water and they are quite juicy, just like fruits. So that's why the word juicy is being used for some plants like cactus, which store water in them. Even in dry arid regions also. Dry arid means dry and very, you can say, dehydrated kind of weather where there is lack of water. So how plants will live? Then water will evaporate. So they store their food in their thick stems, which is even juicy. Okay, I hope you understood the new words now. When I was teaching you these new words, I have also explained where these words are there and what is the meaning. Everything I have revised with you again. I hope you understood the exercises and new words as well. Thank you.